But if you're in the market for a 2025 golf driver and you haven't bought one yet, hold off for just a second until you've seen this. Right, big video today. A little bit late, kind of feels like this.
Jump up and down if you've already tested today's driver.
I love golf clubs too, but I've realised I'm not actually late to the party because Team Al, we are the party. So what golf club could I possibly have in my possession that I'm so hyped up about? I mean, no big deal, it's a Japanese brand. Not that bothered about that really. Not just any Japanese brand or golf club, the Srixon ZXi driver. A 2025 golf driver that Ivan oozes beauty, class, and hopefully in the performance department too. Spoiler alert, it's Srixon, so it's probably going to perform well. However, it's not all rebound frames and rainbows with this driver. There is one aspect of this that I am a little bit disappointed about, which I'll explain a bit later. But what a range we've got here. In a nutshell, we've got the ZXi LS, low spin. Then we have a ZXi Max, forgiving. And then the ZXi, which is a bit of both. Sounds like a carvery, don't it? Pork or beef, bit of both, please. I'm definitely a bit of both.
Have you tried the lasagna?
So let's talk about eye candy with the ZXi, ZXi, wherever you're from. And there is, in fact, a lot of candy for one's eye with the ZXi. It's very Srixon, it's very traditional. If you want vibrant colours, you're probably going to be left disappointed because it is super sleek, super classic, super Srixon. Down at the ball, no thrills. Again, like vibrant colours and things, this is not for you. This is just pure matte, 460cc's in the right places. Triangular sort of vibe to the head profile, deep and long. Wow, it's a loud, powerful sound. 3,000 RPM, straight down the middle. Very solid numbers. Yeah, it's a very, very not horrible sound. It's not tinny or anything. It's just loud. Look at the sole of this driver. We've got two interchangeable weights, one heavier than the other. One 10 gram, one 4 gram. You know how that works, I don't need to explain anymore, do I? Really? Flip this over to its ultra-light titanium crown. It's a lovely matte finish again, big fan of that. And then we turn our attention to the face. You'll see quite a unique pattern. This is visible laser milling. That's straight back to the line again. 2.9, 305.9. Srixon? Don't be one of those people.
It's time for Learn with Big Al.
Hi and welcome back. Let's go through this special word together. SRI, XON, Srixon, not Srixon. Okay? Bye! If you're one of those people that call it Srixon, grab your right hand, lower all your fingers except for your index one, pick a preferred squishy eye, and push. Where were we? Oh yeah, milled face. Srixon are saying that this basically helps stabilise spin and adds forgiveness, so we all need that off the tee, don't we? Then if you divert your attention to the toe, you'll see something that says iFlex. Now a lot of the tweaks of this construction has been made to fit this thinner face in it. So we've got variable face thickness, so more efficient energy transfer across the entire face. But the reason I called it quite early with that more moderate spin construction with this is because where the weighting's positioned, we've got that, well, both of the weights are back in the head. So this is still, I think, more the forgiving side than probably the low spinning bombs. So we're moving house, I've got a right like trap nerve here. That's more back to normal again. We're back to normality of back to target line. 2.6, 3.13. So I think the strike was a little bit higher there. 2.94 carry, 3.13 total. You could argue a few brands this year, and Max has been a little bit too low spin, and you know LS is borderline irrelevant because the Max is very LS-like. I think just by hitting this, if we get really low spin in the LS and a bit more forgiveness and probably spin in the Max, This has probably got the biggest range of performance in the range, if that makes sense. So low spin to high spin, huge RPM difference, where some brands out there, I'd say it's not a lot this year. I fell off that one, bottom groove strike, that's where I've got 3329 RPM. Still, I'd take it on the golf course. Now let's address this elephant in the room. My disappointment, even though I do get this decision with this new Srixon driver. You'll see a movement this year where a lot of affordable, usually affordable drivers have got rid of that name tag and there's been a price hike. Srixon is one of those with this. And at the time of release, it was £549, $549. RRP, that has, I think I was looking online earlier, it's down to like $499, but it's still 500 quid. Arguments on both sides, one of them being, I understand this from a pricing perspective because it deserves to be there. It's as good as the big brands, let's say in golf. But in the past, Srixon have always been, let's say, I don't know, could be even more than £100 less than the big brands, which when you're having a head-to-head for a new driver, I would like to think we're quite sensible. If this is performing the same or if not a little bit better, we're going to keep that £100 in the pocket and walk out with this driver. Now, you could argue, in the same situation, we've got a TaylorMade, a Callaway versus a Srixon. This is performing the same, again, if not a couple of yards better. But we're looking at a similar sort of price. Ask yourself, are you going to walk out with a Srixon driver? And I know a lot of people that wouldn't, I'll be honest. So that's my only concern, but it deserves to be priced like that. I don't like this thing of people thinking it's an inferior product because it's cheaper. Disappointed, but I get it. So I keep forgetting to do this, and a lot of you guys want to know what I'm hitting. So spec-wise, 9 degree in the ZXi, and we've got the stock Ventus Blue TR 6X. Very saucy. That was hit down that right side, 2632, again higher strike, consequently then 317 total. Again, it's not going to win the awards for the longest driver this year, but I definitely fancy my chances for fairways found. Come here, Poppets, I've got something to show you. At a glance, you'll look at this and go, that's all right. That's pretty good, isn't it? You've got two argue fringe of the fairway. The rest are in the fairway. Then we get to the numbers, and you're probably going to go, it's hit it further than this, but consistently, this is where it's impressive. Standard deviation. If you look at the bottom right of each number, plus and a minus and then a number, they're all pretty small in terms of range and value, which is telling me, no matter my strike, this is consistently around these numbers. We're not getting one crazy distance, we're not getting one crazy short. It is in and around that spin rate, that total, that carry, that smash factor, that ball speed, and that club speed. There's no surprises with this driver, which I don't think many understand how impressive that actually is. Flowers, Srixon flowers. Like I say, LS for me is going to be probably the headhunter. I'd like to see less spin than that, to be honest. I think 2.4, 2.5, bring it down for me. So LS, I'm excited to hit. That'll be coming very soon, but it's a Srixon, it's done Srixon things. Give the Srixon a go. That's what we're saying here, right?